Hi everyone and welcome for today's painting. I need your help. The painting that you're about to see is a 2-year-old project. So I actually did this painting in 2017 and the stage that you can see in the end of this video is still the current stage that it is in at this point. So I did finish the background and I did finish the first layer of his overall skin, I'd say. So I didn't really care for the face so much at this point, and there's no details in the body structure and muscles itself. So I did a pretty good job, I think, for the first layer so far. But when I finished this project 2 years ago, so I probably spent about 8 hours of working time in this so far, I really was not so sure if I should finish it or not. On the one hand, I kind of like the background concept and idea. On the other hand, it probably looks too stressful and hectic. I was really thinking about if I should change it into a more soft one or a completely white and grayscale background. So I would really appreciate your input, what you think about it. I must say this is the largest ever oil painting that I started and did not finish, and I think it's the largest oil painting that I ever did in general. So this is also the reason why I would hate kind of wasting the canvas and I cannot really paint over it, because due to the first background layer that I did, I have some texture on the canvas. So this background is not a completely smooth one. Painting something different over it is not an option. I of course could make a resin something artwork over it, but the struggle is real. I think I will let you watch the entire video until the end. For those who want to give me their opinion, please feel free to leave me down in the comment section and let me know what you think. If I should continue it and finish it up to make it look as the model looks, or if you would change the background and finish it up, of course, or if you see no hope for it. Let me know what you think. For the housekeeping notes, the model that I'm painting here is called Bruno Scafidi. He's an Italian model, and the reference photo is from David Brett Model Management. For those of you who know my channel for longer already know that I've painted and drew a couple of his models because I really love his style of photography. So I like how he does his photos, the shading is cool, it's always so soft and still strong, and yeah, it's a muscle dude after all. So I really was looking forward making this painting and also making it a bit larger than life size. If you have wondered what I did in the beginning, I did use some masking fluid and cover the outer edges of the pre-sketch. I did this of course to protect the sketch because the background had to be painted first. And because the background is rough and textured, I did not really want to be super careful when it comes to holding the line. So I did use the masking fluid, added a couple of layers of it to protect the outer lines of the body, and then I made the background. As a small tip, if you want to go the same approach, the thicker the paint is that you're going to put over the masking fluid, the thicker you should make it. So if you plan to use thick amount of paints, you also make the masking fluid layer thicker. So add a couple of layers of them, let it dry, and then it makes it much easier for you to peel it off in the end. Also, if you're going to use acrylics dry as a pretty strong and flexible film. If you use this over the masking fluid, please also make sure that the layer is a bit thicker. Usually the masking fluid is used for watercolors and such to protect the paper to not get stained from the pigments. And as watercolor does not really make a film when it's dry, it is easy to be removed even if there is one layer of deep masking fluid. Keep in mind, the thicker your paint layer and the stronger the paint film is, the more layers of the masking fluid you should use to be able to peel it off in the end easily. Other than that, it was just what you can see here in the video. When the background was done, I just used black and white oil paints and shaded in the body parts. I did use the reference photo of course, but at this point of the painting I didn't really care too much about detailing. So I did care about the lights and the shadows so that the values are somewhat correct. When I do this, especially in the first layers, the muscles tend to be a bit over exaggerated, so proportions do not usually fit right away. But I must say, I think I did a pretty good job for a base layer here in this painting, so I was pretty proud of it. I really hate painting hands. I'm just not good at it, and yeah, I think it's the hardest thing. It comes right after painting feet. But I think so far this is enough talking for this video. I would really appreciate getting some feedback from you, what you think about the entire thing. I really kind of want to finish it up one day, but I would hate finishing it up without loving it in the end. You know what I mean? I of course could Photoshop it and see if I like it more with a softer background or white background, but it's still my head, you know? So having a fresh couple of eyes having a look at it and getting some more opinions from your side is really much appreciated there. So far for this video, thank you so much for watching, thank you for listening to me. Again, this is not the finished project, this is just the first layer in case you didn't get it in the beginning of the video. So the detail code is still yet to come. This depends a bit on your judgments. My social media links are down below in the video description, as I always have, and I also have linked the materials that I'm using. Yeah, other than that, I cannot wait to read your comments. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the project so far. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more realism, abstract, watercolor, charcoal, name it, whatever medium you can find here, I think. And yeah, thanks for your time, thanks for watching. And other than that, I hope to see you in my next videos. Have a great day. Bye bye.